All right, Phil. Long, kind of wild doubleheader with the extra inning game in game one, and then another one-run game in game two, a pair of one-run games. Considering that the team hadn't played since Monday, what did you think of the way they came out tonight?
It's August. Find ways to win, and they did. Proud of them, very proud of them. It's actually been a long 3 days, sitting around here all day and then not playing twice. Yeah, I'm proud of the guys. You always wonder how having those unexpected days off, how it's going to change, you know, hitters' rhythm at the plate, the flow of the game, pitchers' control, command, all those kinds of things. Because with all the weather, we haven't been able to throw sides or take ground balls or anything. So, you know, it's late enough in the season. I don't think it affected us too much.
With the extra inning game in that first one, and as it got later into the 10th, how much were you thinking about how you were going to use guys in that bullpen in case the game went even later?
Yeah, it's just, you got to let the game dictate it. I mean, it's one day at a time. I can't worry about tomorrow. I got to worry about today. And you know, fortunately, some guys late held them at bay, and I thought Thompson pitched well. He just had a couple of times where he needed to make a pitch, he didn't. But you know, you worry about it, but you can't let it, you know, dominate your thinking and your reasoning. You got to go for the win today because you don't know what tomorrow's going to be. And that's kind of how we're looking at things now.
In game one, I just want to talk about that odd play where Normal almost scored in that 8th inning, and then the run was waved off when Ron Arsberger said,
"Yeah."
Apparently, I wasn't there, obviously, but you can tell me kind of what happened. What did happen on that play? What did you see, and what were they saying down there on the field?
It's simple. It was a single to center field, and the runner was on second. They sent him in. Well, the throw went to third, and the out was recorded before he hit the plate. It was close. It really was. But Landon was there. I thought he had the right call. I really do. He wasn't. He was kind of jogging. Honestly, it was kind of weird when you really turned to catch up with the runner coming home. But it paid off for us. It was just a mental mistake on their part. And, obviously a big play.
In game two, Kerry Kelly is cruising through those 4 innings. Then a little bit later on, the walk started to become a problem. What did you think about the way he threw?
I thought he did enough. You know, Kerry's not going to be lights out every time, and my hat's off to him. We tried to let him finish 5 complete there, facing Judah late in the game. It's kind of a tough situation. You know, you want Kerry to get the win, but ultimately you want us to get the win. And we gave him a bit of the doubt, and you know, ground ball got by Waldrop. So, but he competed and he kept us in the game. That's all we can really ask out of our starters, and gave us a chance to win, and we pulled it off.
Eisenstadt comes in, time runs on base, and then pitches out of that 6th inning as well. As far as Eisenstadt goes, he's a guy who started in the rotation, went to the bullpen, and he made a start. Now he's back in the bullpen. What have you thought about the way he's kind of handled that juggling and the difference in those roles?
Well, he's primarily a bullpen guy coming in the Gateway for this year. So the starting was not, I don't want to say an experiment, but we gave him a chance to compete in that position. And you know, then he went down, had an injury for a little while, and other guys stepped up, so we ended up back in the pen, which is natural. But his latest start was a bullpen start because of a doubleheader. But he's done everything we've asked. I know he's had good outings, bad outings, but tonight was one of the better ones. He did a great job working out of jams, making pitches. So you need committed people like that, you know, in order to win. Nothing seems to go by a script in this game, and having guys versatile like A's really helps out.
The last one, you know, we talked at length a couple of weeks ago when this team was on the 5-game losing streak here at home. You go on the road, you win 4 of 6, you come home, now you're 6-2 in your last 8 games. You talked a lot about then, while the team was struggling, about guys finding themselves and just figuring out ways to get it done. Do you feel like you can now sort of at least confidently say that this team is kind of back at that point that they were during the first half?
They're close. They're close. You know, the minute you see 4 or 5 games where every out's a tough out on our offensive side, and our guys are still limiting the other team to 3 or 4 runs, and we're playing good defense, then I'll say we're there. But like I told you before, you know, I'm glad we hit that rough patch when we did, not, you know, August 20th in the last 2 weeks of the season. So if we can continue to get better and find ways to win, and you know, get our all three facets of the game going at the right time. You know how baseball is. That's what you really want. We worked hard in the first half to put ourselves in a good position. We play well, and everybody shows up and grinds it out the rest of the way. We could be in a very good spot come September.
Thanks.